Hello, greetings, and welcome to the W-language training tutorials. I'm Kissingeer. I'll be taking you through the training program. Our first class today will enable us to discover Windev Mobile, to discover what actually Windev Mobile is all about. As we may have known or we have not known before, Windev Mobile is one of the package provided by KAH. As you can see on your screen, here is a new section. See, Windev Mobile, who has like an orange color, Windev yellow color, and you have the blue color for Webdev. It's a package of 3 softwares that are provided by the KAH company. It helps to develop 10 times faster. And I'm using the 24th version 24. But guys, see the release, you have the 28th version already released. So you have 928 functions released in the version 28. What is the use of Windev Mobile? What can you produce with Windev Mobile? Windev Mobile is meant to program mobile applications, and it's a cross mobile application platform. It gives you the possibility to program mobile application that can go to cross platforms in the mobile OS. That is basically the basic ones we know around Windows OS, Android OS, and iOS. Now, discovering Windev Mobile. What is the peculiarity with the mobile game? If you see the term here is white, shining, but if you come at a level of options just above here, you'll see that once you take option, you have general options of Windev. On the general options of Windev, you have the possibility to change the editor term. Now it is light the lighting, but most programmers are used to programming in dark, so you can change. Once you change, you need to close the Windev mobile, then you can open again for the theme to be changed. So you have the light theme with the gray ribbon, the gray theme, the dark theme, for example. You have the possibility to change the user. Here I'm logging as Kadef. That is what I have created as the user of this particular Windev mobile. Editors, you can do as we said, general. The language for my editor is English, so you can easily be changing the languages here. With time, when you get more used to, you are going to understand. You have the translation, you have the directories where you want it to be saved, the proxy, the help, the don't display anymore. So many other options. The aided application development. You are going to see all of this as we go into. So that is one way in which you can change the theme. If you look carefully, Windev Mobile again is divided into various sections. You have this inner section, this other section, and this. We're going to understand their names as we start. Now, this here is the hub. I'm under the home tab, under the ribbon online hub. This hub here, Windev has all of its nodes, all of its hub incorporated in all its product. Now, it gives you the possibility to use the hub and get all resources about the particular element without you necessarily going to the internet. As you can see on my left hand corner, or on the left hand corner of the video, you are going to see new features, development environment, management of pages, windows, reports, and controls, W language, everything essentials that you need to learn about the W language, then the tutorials. And you can see the tutorials is for Webdev, Windev, and Windev Mobile. So for all version 24, you are going to have this, whether you go to the Webdev platform or to the Windev platform. Remember, we are under the Windev Mobile platform, and our desire is to program mobile applications. Now, I'm under development environment. You can go into all of these features to see. But I want to come here. You see where you enter the different steps. Here it is giving you the different stages for you to program an application. And if you are a programmer, you are going to accept with me that before any application is programmed, it needs to be studied. So you need to study the application. And from our notions of system analysis and design, when an application is studied or analyzed, you bring out what is commonly known as the first document, which is the SRS, System Requirement Specifications. That specifies. You go further when you are using UML to draw the necessary diagrams, you bring out the design document specifications. So you need the specification, either system requirement specifications, software requirement specifications, or design document specifications. It's only when you have these specifications that you can be able to have the creation of the project now, project creation, as you can see. So from there now, you can create an analysis. Analysis here in Webdev is what we commonly know as database. So as we go forward, we are going to understand the stages. You can see analysis creation, the development of the project, testing the project, getting the necessary libraries. Until you have the .exe, the executable section, you can continue. So we are going to see more. Now, you have also the general environment. I want to talk about the different editors so that we know their name. General editor, project editor, data editor, window editor, query editor, report editor. These are all. But for now, we are going to focus ourselves on the general environment. Now, on this general environment, this is it that we see in front of us. Okay. Good. If you see, this is the environment we just saw. This first section up 1, this other one 2, this one 3, here you have 4, here you have 5, and here you have 6. Let's hear what it is. 1, as I was using the name already, we call it the ribbon. The ribbon. I hope we're able to see it when we're on our Windev Mobile. So this section up here, we have home, project list. All of this section is called ribbon. All of these is called ribbon. Take note, this is one ribbon. As you can see in the sheet, if you're with me, just check on your machine and make sure you have the same thing. Now you have 2, and 2 and 3 are found on the same portion. Why so? This is 2 and this is 3. Let me explain to you. 2 is known as project dashboard, while 3 is known as the workspace. Why is it so? Let me go back to our Windev Mobile and show you clearly what I mean by that. Now, this, as you can see, we have opened up project. Okay, let me just come here, please. Just excuse me. Let me just open a project. We'll come back to it. I'll show you more detailedly how you can work on a project. Now, guess for example, this is a project I've opened. At this moment, this section contains all the details about the project. So that is why it is called the project dashboard. It is called the project dashboard now because it has description of the whole project. This is a project. But once I open a particular window, like this window open in front of me, it is not called a workspace because it is in this space that I have the possibility to work on any window. And the first keyboard shortcut we are going to be learning, Control W, to be able to enable you to move all of those planes to increase the workspace. So as we're going to be going forward, when I will say go to the workspace, I'm expecting us all to understand that this is the environment. Control W to bring back all the plane, Control W to take it away, Control W to bring it back. So now, with this, let's get to understand more about the various planes provided by Windev. Okay. Now, after that, you see 2 and 3 are found on the same spot, but at a particular time, you can have the project dashboard or you have the workspace. 4, this is 4. 4 is a dunkable panel. What do we mean by a dunkable panel? It means that it is movable. Let me take you there. If you look carefully at our screen here, you are going to observe that the title you have here is Project Explorer. It is because it is a Project Explorer is open. Just see below, if you look at your screen below, you are going to see here that you have both the Project Explorer, you have, this is it, analysis, as you can see here. You see analysis database. You see the name above here is changing by virtue of the fact that I have changed the selection here. You have unit example because I've changed. So you can add this plane. But now, this interface is designed in this format. If you say, okay, what if I make a mistake? and I want to leave this interface. Now, when you come to this empty section here, you right click, you have backup environment. You see my environment here, configuration 1 is backup. If I come and say, okay, save to configuration 2, what I mean is that the way this environment is saved, it is how it's going to maintain. This is called dunkable panel because if you look carefully, I can carry the panel. This is the meaning of it being dunkable. Dunkable means it can be carried, can be reduced, can be kept anywhere. You see? Can be kept anywhere I want it to be kept. This is the meaning by it dunkable. Even this plane down, if you look careful, this is also dunkable. You see, I can move everybody. I can rearrange it the way I like. This is my environment. You see, with this, I've rearranged it in a manner in which I want it to look like. You see, there's an advantage to it and disadvantage. You are not an expert, don't say. But now I have a bigger workspace to work on. The whole of my screen is full of a workspace. But what if you say, no, this is not what I want. I want to go back to the way it was. See what I will do. I will right click again, the same right click, the same thing I did here. I will right click. Excuse me. I will right click and come back to backup environment and select configuration 1 or 2. You see, it takes me back to the configuration I had saved. So before you start working, please ensure you've done this. Okay. Now we are still just discovering the environment. Let's go back to the other environment, to our notes, our hub. Now the hub goes further by explaining to what 6 is. 5 is open document. Voila, this is it. 6 is also a dunkable panel. I think I'd explained 6 already. But now let me go back to it. You see, this document that is open, this is its name here. Win underscore registration underscore form. This is the name of the window open. So this is a section that have all the open projects. If, for example, I have this, if I come to the code section, which we are going to come to it, you see carefully that you have two. You have this, you have the open section. The open section consists of the window and its code that is open. So this section is what is known as the open window. This is the open window section. Now, on this open window section, there's one last thing I want us to learn here before we stop our discovery. If you look here, someone say, oh, I don't have Project Explorer. How can I add that? Or I have only Project Explorer, analysis, and using the example. Under this place of panels here, if you click on this drop down panel here, you see a long list of things you can add. If you see here is Project Explorer, so if you don't have, you can add your Project Explorer. If you want to add UML, see as add the UML here. When I draw my diagrams, I can come and view here. If I want to add many others, quality control center, you see it's here, will give me the quality of my software as I'm going. Will be analyzing my priority or red. Will be giving me, see, I can see increase also this section if I want to increase, so I can reduce the workspace section. You see, giving me the summary, the author, when it was created, the project, what was said, what is pending, what needs to be corrected, what is the archive, what is the priority, what have you read. So there are many other things you can do, many, and all of that are taking place on this panel here. So based on exactly what you wish to do, you can do where to select. So this was the introductory section. Remember again, we are still on our hub section, which the hub is updated automatically once you're in Windev. So this is just the general environment. But we'll go further for the creation of window. We are going to be taking the project editor and explaining details. So you can take time to keep watching. And this is Windev Mobile. Windev Mobile, as I earlier said, is a product of the PC Cell, which is a package among all the Windev products. Windev Mobile, Windev, and the Webdev. That was it for our first video. Thank you and see you in our next video. Ciao.